Wow, it has been a hot minute. It's probably been like 2 months since I've made my last video about my garden. A lot has happened since then. As you can see, I've had a baby. About 2 weeks old now, and she's been through all of my garden expansion and planting and maintaining and harvesting with me. For me, she's been a really good baby because I've been able to get some sleep, and I've been able to also keep on top of my garden without the feeling of being so overwhelmed that it's too much. This video is probably going to be my favorite out of the 2 that I've made for the spring garden tour, and this is now going to be the summer garden tour. The reason it's my favorite is because you get to see everything that's in full bloom, plants are fully mature, and I've just been bringing in harvest like nuts. Whereas the spring garden tour, it's cool in its own way, but you see mostly just like the beginning of everything. Anyway, I am so eager to show you guys. Let's get to it. Few things I wanted to cover in this video. A couple people asked me how to prune tomato plants. I wanted to show you guys in person because you can only explain so much over messages and it can sound very confusing, but if I actually bring you guys into my garden and show you in person, then maybe that can be a little bit more clear. Also, today I'm going to be harvesting the cherry tomatoes because there's a ton of ripe ones. Like, the cherry tomatoes are probably the only things that have ripened so far. As far as my like big tomato plants, they're not ripening yet, so they're a little bit slower, but it's to be expected from this season anyway. So my kids have just joined me. No. It's morning time and we just finished having breakfast inside. That explains why everyone's still in pajamas. So we've had a very slow, rough start to the summer this year. Summer probably didn't begin here until like July, mid-July. Oh my gosh, that is so scary. Oh my, now everyone's doing it. Oh my gosh. And now they're on to the next thing. Alright. This is what I love seeing. My kids just running through these bushes of gardens.
7. Zach! Better run away. Zach! Run away.
Oh, Carson. Anyway, I am very thoroughly impressed with how this pepper garden turned out. There's about 36 plants in here, and they're still bringing in a ton of flowers, so they're not ready yet. Not all of them have peppers. Like this one is just bringing baby ones in right now, and this one. So they're not all ready with big peppers on them yet, but they're slowly getting there. And yeah, I'm just super happy like that it actually worked out and we're getting some kind of harvest off of these. 2 months ago when I made my last video, these I started from seed inside, and they were like the tiniest little plants. You probably wouldn't, I was thinking like, they're probably not going to turn into anything. They were just the slowest plants in my entire garden. I thought that I was wasting a garden bed, but now look at them. They're growing peppers. These are sweet bell peppers. Oh, Carson. Oh, baby, careful. Oh, yeah. Are you okay? Can you see if he's okay? See if he's okay. He just fell. You okay, baby? No, not right now. Okay? Not right now. You okay?
Yeah.
All better. But if you guys remember, if you're in our area and you guys remember back to last summer and how hot it was. Like, honestly, I choose this weather over last year's because at least with this weather, it's not scorching hot and your plants are a little bit happier, even if they do get a slower start to everything. Oh, my garden bed here is falling apart. That's what happens when you build garden beds out of pallets and you don't build them together strong enough. Yeah, so I used to have red onions in here. I harvested those because I planted them from the little bulbs and they didn't grow very big. But so then I planted more beans in here and they're starting to flower and they have pink flowers. Super cool. And then I have zucchini here. Zucchini's looking amazing. I've already got a ton of zucchini from this and still bringing in more. It took a little break for a while, but now it's bringing in more baby ones. See? Over here and here. I could pollinate this one here if I find a male flower. But yeah, I have to harvest the cherry tomatoes, which look like this. Look at all of that.
Throwing rocks.
Everly, you better not be throwing rocks. There's just like a ton of red tomatoes all over here. So I'm going to be taking those off and probably making a salad today of some kind. There's so much on here and they're all hiding. They're so sweet. Oh yeah, another thing I'm going to be doing today is I was harvesting beans yesterday and I harvested two bowls, so one bowl of green beans and then one bowl of yellow beans. The yellow beans, I've already chopped them up and they're inside, they're ready for a soup today. But I still have all the pole beans left to do. So the pole beans are going to be coming down today and that's probably going to make another bowl. So in total I've harvested 3 bowls from this picking and that's going to equal 12 bowls in total from this entire garden bed by the roadside here. That's basically just beans.
No!
This is such a pretty view. So here I have my pumpkins. The leaves are looking kind of sad, but I've got a few pumpkins on them. Right here, 2 smaller ones and a giant one right in the center of my garden. Right here, if I can somehow show you guys.
It's over here, Mom.
Giant one right down there. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, there's... Wow! Can I see that?
What?
Whoa, holy mackerel!
I know, it's huge, eh?
Yeah, this one's tiny.
Giant one right down there. I've got kind of a medium one here. So when these ripen, I plan to cook them and puree them and just like have them in the freezer so that I can bake with them. Hi, Missy.
Hi.
And over here I have butternut squash. It's just starting to flower. It's a little slow this year because I planted them, I guess, when it was still kind of chilly out. So here are So here are my tomato beds. And yes, before you plant tomatoes, make sure that you are going to be on top of pruning them, because as much as I try to be, it doesn't always work out that way. So these are due for a prune again, which is perfect timing because I'm just making this video now so I can show you guys how I prune them. But they are just a jungle right now. And you can see I've got tomatoes inside all around. And the sun is going to have a hard time to ripen them if I don't take some of these leaves off. I've already pruned these tomato plants, probably two rounds already. A couple weeks ago I pruned this tomato garden in hopes that I'd prune one a day, but it didn't work out that way. So a couple weeks ago I pruned these down, but they're already bushy again. They're already bushy and they're ready to be pruned again. So, but I'm gonna leave this one last because this was the most recent one. I'm gonna do this one today, and then I'll probably do this one either tomorrow or on Sunday. And yeah, so not only are they a lot of work to prune, but they're also a lot of work to tie up because there's constantly branches that need to be tied up so that they don't break off. But there is quite a bit of tomatoes on here. These are called Manitoba tomatoes. And they're quite big. I think if I could compare them to any kind of well-known tomato, I'd probably compare them to the beefsteak. Like just a smaller version of the beefsteak. They look very good, like super healthy looking. And then tomorrow we are going to be harvesting the potatoes.
Yay!
And this is what you want your potato garden to look like if you want maximum yield out of your potato plants.
Mommy,
What?
I'm so happy. Next time we can harvest.
Yeah, tomorrow we're all going to be harvesting. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah. Brother!
Mm-hmm. So you want all of your plants to basically look like this for them to be ripe and the biggest size that you could possibly get out of your potatoes. Like this one would not be ready, but I mean, there's only so much you can do. I'm not gonna just delay my entire garden bed of harvesting for this one tiny plant here. So yeah, you gotta pick and choose. So they are beautiful at the start of the season, but once you get towards the time that they need to be harvested, they're going to just die off and look like that. And that's how you know that they're ready.
Another plant way over there.
And how do you harvest potatoes? Do you know? Do you remember from last year?
Yeah, you dig and you find one.
Yeah, it's like digging for treasure, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. Is there a bug in there?
Oh, I'm sure there's many bugs.
Mom, look at this.
What?
Me and Carson are working on sand.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
Hi.
Little corns that I thinned from that garden over there. If you go back to my spring garden tour, I explain where I thinned my corn, and I didn't have the heart to throw out those little seedlings, so I planted them in here where the beets used to be. And they were just tiny last time, so now they're getting pretty big. And they have little cobs on them now too. A little slower, a little lankier than the other ones, but they're, you know, they're doing pretty good. I think I might actually get some decent corn out of this. And I didn't throw them out, I gave them a chance. There was no harm in trying. And this is my volunteer garden bed. It was tiny last time. So I found out that this plant here is actually a cantaloupe plant. Let's see if I can find any little baby cantaloupes. There's one right there. There's a ton on here though. It's just having to find them is the tricky part, but there's a spider. And then I have like two I think they're called midnight snacker tomatoes. These all just grew out from the compost, but yeah, it's just flourishing. My entire garden bed is covered in them now. And then over there I have kohlrabi, which I have picked from already. They're doing great. Let's see if I can get a closer view. There we are. These are gonna be ready to pick soon too. This one. And a couple purple ones over there. So apparently this bush here, my neighbor says that it's a hazelnut tree. I find that to be so fascinating. But it unfortunately needs to be cut down because it's going to ruin the fence. It gets bigger and bigger every year if we don't. This is already big. We haven't cut it down, so it's already getting pretty big. But it's beautiful. Like, it has such pretty flowers. So many little flowers on this one tomato plant. It's insane. So yeah, usually when I have a lot of garden work to do, I just bring my kids out here. And they are well entertained over here in this little sand pit. Well, I have this thing fully fenced off so it's safe from the road. And I can get garden work done in peace. Or, you know, I try to get it in peace as much as I can. But like, yeah, so they're entertained here and I can just do my garden work. It's quite convenient. Probably just show you guys how I prune my tomatoes. I'll bring you around. Oh, I think baby's crying. I might have to feed her first. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, she's hiccuping. Still might need to feed her. Sarah, you're such a sweetie pie. Look at you. So little. Yeah. Yeah, you're so little. Yeah, she's hungry. Oh my gosh, I can't complain. She's such a good baby. Such a good baby. Yeah. Here I have my celery that I've harvested from 2 times already. I've got it made exactly 10.5 freezer bags full of celery chopped up. And the leaves I kept too. Well, I gave them to my mom because she likes to use them in soups and stuff. I kept a couple bags for myself too. But she uses them more than me, so I gave that to her. But it's already growing back like crazy. Like, I'm probably gonna get a 3rd harvest out of these. So yeah. And these are her peppers. These are the spicy Hungarian peppers. And they are producing like crazy too. A lot. And she's just slowly taking them off. Every time they want to have some, she just takes off a couple. And a lot of bell peppers going on. They're huge. Wow. Right here. Wow, that's beautiful. Oh wow, there's one ripening here already. That's awesome. And then her squash bush. She's got like spaghetti squash, zucchini, butternut squash, all in here. Right there. It's so beautiful. Unfortunately, it looks like it's getting a little bit of powdery mildew. Sometimes that can be prevented if you prune the leaves, because if they're too crowded, they won't get any air circulation, and sometimes a little bit of powdery mildew will happen because of that. That's not the only reason, but that could be one of the reasons. And then my pepper bed, I've harvested from here already a couple bowlfuls. But they're gonna be pretty much ready again soon. Yeah. Very fortunate this year, even though it was a slow start. We're lucky that we got what we did. And then my beans. So beautiful. Corn. It's gonna be ready soon. And then I have a giant sunflower over there, and it's just about to bloom. I'm super excited about that. And then from here, I have cucumbers. I've got like, it's not English cucumbers, but it's more like a field cucumber. And I've gotten 2 massive baskets from these already, and they're pretty much ready to harvest again. I think I'll probably get another half basket maybe this time. And last time I made pickled relish, sweet pickled relish with that. This corn is so tall. It's probably like 8 feet now, or more. More, because the fence is 8 feet. And it's some of it is past the fence already. So, I mean, some of it is like 9 feet tall already. What's up, boo boo? What? Oh yeah? You're hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Oh. Okay, we'll have snacks soon, okay? Hi, Zara. You're so sweet. Look at you. Had to take a 10-minute little intermission to feed this little beauty. And now she's happy and content. Yes, you are. You are my sweet girl. Oh, I love you. Such a sweet little baby. Yeah. Kind of all over the place, but I'm gonna take you guys now and show you how I prune my tomato plants. So there is a few ways to do them. Everyone does them differently, but this is just how I do them. Some people recommend pruning the suckers, as well as pruning like some of the pointless branches. I do prune the suckers, but I don't prune them right away. So if I'm gonna turn this camera around. So to start, when I prune my tomatoes, basically I prune just like these branches here. This is where the flowers are. And then you get these random branches that come all the way down here, like that. And these don't grow anything. What they do is they suck energy and life out of what could be going into these, or these tomatoes. So what I do is I just cut these off. And this one. So if you're careful, you will never cut off any tomatoes if you're watching what you're doing. But because this is bushy and I've let it get basically out of control, I need to be careful with what I'm cutting because it's hard to see. That over there is a sucker. These suckers will grow into brand new branches, brand new leaves, brand new flowers. And that's what makes them into a giant bush. So when I am happy with the size of my tomato plants and the amount of flowers, that's when I prune these off. Otherwise, to start, I just prune off these side branches so that there's airflow and air circulation throughout my garden bed, and that my tomatoes get, you know, are able to get some sunlight. This is another sucker right here. they do suck out a ton of energy because most of the energy is put into these to grow new branches and new vines.
Potatoes on.
That's good.
It's a
into a bucket.
We need more buckets.
Whoa! Strong farmer girl. Good job. Nice. Cantaloupe, one night cantaloupe.
Mine's kind of hard to get. I got it.
There is a cantaloupe right here. Watch this, guys. Little baby one. Super exciting. Yeah. Okay. Oh wow, another one right there. Catch a nice cantaloupe on my rocha. Yeah, nice. Oh my.
Two connected.
Oh my, that's so cute. I love it.
Mom, baby. It's a worm.
Oh, yes, it's a new food. Oh, nice potato.
Careful.
Oh,
You guys should be putting in the bucket next to you.
nice, Teddy.
I'm helping Mom with the
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Felszítorgalmasan pakolja, már nagy fiú. Yes,
Wow, look at all that. We picked that from one garden bed, basically. Well, the second one we just started. Mama's standing in the garden. Inside the garden. She's brave. good. She's doing a nice thorough job. So we just started this one, but we're having to take a little intermission because we're gonna go inside and have lunch. And then these little guys are going down for a nap, and then Mama's determined to continue till then. Yeah.
Thirsty.
And then I'll be coming back here at nap time to help her out. So I just got done putting the kids down for nap. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty exhausted. But I've come out here to see how my mom's doing and maybe grab a shovel to try to help her or something. But she said she's pretty much done that garden bed. She's been working so hard. Wow, Mom.
Összegtem, de mondom, sokan összevágom, mert annyira mélyen volt, hogy már nem gondoltam, hogy ott van. Fecipelni nem akarom, mert én most úgy érzem magam, hogy mindjárt.
Oh my goodness. Akkor jó, hogy nincs tanyánk. Mert tanyán lehet több lenne. So this right here is from 2 garden beds.
A tanyán lehet egy 3 napig szednénk.
Vajon mennyi pound lenne ez?
Hát ez van jó sok.
I wonder how many pounds this is.
Azért én úgy gondolom, hogy többet kéne, hogy adjon 2.
Yeah, lehet. I mean, a sok kicsi volt. There was a lot of small ones. But there was, the small ones was from the other garden bed that we planted later. Yeah. So we got one huge wagon full, and then
ez az öreg krumpli,
2 really big buckets full.
Kell senkinek.
Yeah.
Volt. Jó?
Try to pull this in. Oh, that is heavy. Oh my goodness. Az nagyon súlyos. Holy mackerel, that is heavy. Wonder if we can even
Picit nem lehet itt, hogy addig ellopja valaki.
Jó, itt vagyunk, nem fogja senki ellopni. Oh my, we're stuck.
Hát tudod ott, ahol
We got this.
ahol van az a sáv, amit apu épített, előtte vagy mellette egy kis hely.
And then the wheels fall off.
Az biztos, hogy ennyi többit kiásás.
Minek panaszkodsz?
Ennyi kiásás után, mert még arra sáv nem nagyon.
Vagy lehet, hogy jobb, ha te húzod? Nem meg emelem?
Nem olyan nehéz. Várjál még.
Should I be scared? Mit csinálsz?
Helyet.
Miért körülmegyünk?
Úgyse jó.
She's the queen of complicated, I swear.
Gyere, nézd meg inkább, mindjárt.
Királynő complicated.
Tudod, lányom, mi az én fiatal kislányom megnézni?
Well, I don't know, te akarod rakni. Persze a legcomplicated helyen.
Oké, akkor te. Én vagyok a komplikált, a sok üveg. Az a komplikált.
Two big buckets full. How long do you think this will all last us?
Yeah, baby, fordítani kell rajta.
I think it's interesting somehow.
Okay, majd még megigazítom.
Ja, nem is olyan rossz volt.
Nem.
Not as bad as...
Ezt vidd le, drágám, majd a többit elintézem.
Mit, ezt?
Melege lesz itt a krumplinak.
Hova tegyük?
Well, this is kind of the only spot we
Aranyos. Az apu aranyos.
He's cute.
Ha melege
You're
lesz.
cute, Dad.
Ha fázik, ha melege van, ez a hely van.
He's like complaining.
Ne aggódj, télig nem lesz itt.
Oh yeah, we'll eat it before winter.
Még át is kell válogassuk, hogy mi van összevagdalva, és azt kell használni nekünk. Oda megurult egy, megruhadik szép.
Okay, now I have to go back over there and I have to grab those 2 buckets and dump them out.
Wow, oda bement egy. Nagyszerű. Hogy keresni? Most van-e? Másik oldalon. De szeretem.
Oh my gosh.
Jó van már.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Az olyan rossz.
Okay, bye. Thanks for being my cameraman.
Itt van,
Love you, appreciate ya.
itt az alsó. Akkor kajálok, ebédelek, és jövök kiválogatni. Jó?
Style. Style is the answer to everything.
Splash in my eye.
Oh my.
To approach a dull or dangerous thing. To do a dangerous thing with style is what I call art.
Just like that and keep twisting until it comes right off. Thanks for watching my summer garden tour, everyone. I appreciate everyone that's been following me along so far, and I have a lot of fun making these videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos. And take care until next time. Bye!